Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're going to take a deep cut into a really specific, kind of fascinating corner of American English. These animal idioms you hear, well, pretty much every day.
Right.
Our mission isn't just, listing definitions. We want to give you the cultural context, maybe some history, and the confidence to spot and maybe even use 5 key animal expressions.
Yeah, and using these can really upgrade your understanding of American media, TV shows, movies, just everyday chat.
Exactly.
These aren't really textbook phrases, are they? They're more like the glue in casual conversations.
That's a good way to put it.
And if you want to get past basic English, really grasp the subtle stuff, the humor, the context native speakers use, well, you kind of have to get these expressions.
Okay, so which ones are we tackling today?
We're focusing on 5 specific ones, and it's important to note they're all pretty much informal or casual.
Got it.
We've got let the cat out of the bag for the birds, straight from the horse's mouth, horse around, and cat got your tongue.
Okay, a good mix there. And you mentioned we'll cover how common they are.
Yeah, definitely. We'll point out which ones you'll probably hear constantly and which are maybe a bit less frequent. Helps you prioritize.
Perfect. Okay, let's dive in. Where should we start? Maybe with the ones you said are very common.
Sounds good. Let's start with secrets, the classic. Let the cat out of the bag.
Ah, yes. I feel like I use this one all the time without even thinking.
Exactly. And the definition is pretty straightforward, right? It's revealing a secret.
Or telling someone something before you were supposed to.
Right, before the right time. And crucially, the sources really stress this point. It's usually unintentional, an accident. You spill the beans, so to speak.
You didn't mean to reveal it.
Precisely. And the history behind it is quite interesting, actually. It might go way back.
Oh. Like medieval markets. I think I read something about that.
Yeah, that's the most common theory. It wasn't about revealing like a surprise party plan back then.
Right, probably not. So what was it?
Well, imagine you're buying a piglet, a valuable piglet, all bundled up in a sack.
Okay.
A dishonest seller might swap it out for a worthless cat.
Oh, in the bag.
Yep. You get home, you open the bag, and oops, you've literally let the cat out of the bag.
And the secret, the scam is out. Wow.
Exactly. So that origin story kind of highlights the accidental nature, the unwelcome surprise of the reveal.
That makes so much sense. It connects the phrase to something tangible, that feeling of, oh, this wasn't supposed to happen.
Right. And our source material had a really good modern example about a retirement gift.
Yeah, for a teacher named Bob.
Yeah.
They were planning a surprise dinner, getting him luggage.
And bam, someone let the cat out of the bag.
Ruined the surprise. Bob knew about the luggage beforehand.
He had to pretend to be surprised, which is always awkward.
So you'd ask pretty directly, okay, who let the cat out of the bag about the party?
Exactly. It's quick, gets the point across, a secret's out.
Okay, so that's secrets. What's the other very common one? You said it was about credibility.
That's right. Straight from the horse's mouth.
Okay, this one sounds authoritative, like official.
That's exactly the feeling it conveys. If you get info straight from the horse's mouth, you're getting it from the absolute best, most direct source.
So the person who actually knows.
The person involved, yeah.
Yeah.
Or the primary source. It's the opposite of like hearsay or rumors.
No, he said, she said.
None of that. This is firsthand. Trustworthy.
And the origin here, it's really about horses,
Mm-hmm.
like checking their teeth.
Yeah, that's the likely route. Checking a horse's teeth was the way to tell its real age and health. Very direct evidence.
Right.
But in the context of, say, horse racing, the idea evolved. If you wanted the best tip on which horse would win.
You'd ask the horse itself, if you could.
Hypothetically, yes. The closer you are to the source, the horse in this case, the more reliable the information.
Right, cut out the middleman. So if I hear about company layoffs from my cousin's friend who works maybe in the mailroom, that's not it.
Definitely not. But if your manager tells you directly about a hiring freeze,
Then I could say, yeah, the freeze is real. I got it straight from the horse's mouth.
exactly. You're signaling that your source is legitimate, directly involved. It adds weight.
So using the phrase itself boosts the credibility of what you're saying.
It really does. It's like a verbal footnote saying, this is reliable.
Okay, those are the 2 big ones. Very common. Got it. Now, let's shift gears. You mentioned one about disappointment.
Yes. For the birds. This one's classified as somewhat common.
Okay, so maybe heard a bit less often,
Yeah.
but still useful. What's the vibe?
The vibe is dismissal. If something is for the birds, it means it's uninteresting, pointless, basically worthless to you.
So pretty negative.
Oh, definitely. It expresses disappointment or just, complete lack of value.
Right, you'd only use this informally, right? Like complaining to a friend.
Absolutely. Strictly casual. You wouldn't tell your boss their presentation was for the birds. Well, not if you want to keep your job.
Haha, probably not. Any idea where this one comes from? Is it literally about feeding birds?
That's the general thinking, yeah. Less dramatic than the cat in the bag. Just, stuff that's useless to people's scraps, crumbs. Might be okay for birds to peck at.
So if it's only good enough for birds, it's worthless to me.
That's the idea. Simple, but effective.
The example we had was about a poetry reading, wasn't it?
Yeah, two people went, found it incredibly dull, just meaningless to them.
And they didn't just think it, they acted on it.
Right. They actually left during the intermission, just decided, nah, this whole thing is for the birds. Total waste of time for them.
You could use that for so many things.
Yeah.
That movie everyone raved about, honestly, for the birds.
Or, I spent all day on that report. Felt like it was completely for the birds. No one's gonna read it.
Is very dismissive, packs a punch.
It does. Good one to have in your back pocket for informal complaints.
Okay, moving on. We have two left, both classified as just common. Let's do the other horse one. Horse around.
Right. This one's about behavior.
And it sounds pretty much like what it means, doesn't it? Playing.
Playing, yeah, but specifically like rough, maybe silly, kind of aimless playing, not serious activity.
Got it. It implies a lack of focus, maybe a bit of chaos.
Yeah, and often there's a hint of warning attached. Like, it could lead to trouble.
Oh, I know this one. Every teacher, every parent, stop horsing around.
Right. Exactly. It's the go-to phrase for telling kids to knock up the roughhousing or silliness and get serious.
So it's play, but maybe play that's inappropriate for the time or place, or just getting out of hand.
That sums it up well. It can be harmless fun, but it often implies it's disruptive or potentially dangerous.
Like the example in the sources about Dave in the gym. That wasn't harmless.
Not at all. The coach left, Dave stayed behind, started horsing around in the parallel bars. Just messing about, no supervision.
He got hurt.
Yep, lost his grip, serious back injury. So that highlights the negative side, playing recklessly when you shouldn't be.
So it's rarely used just to describe innocent fun. It's usually a command to stop or a description of behavior that caused a problem.
Pretty much. Stop horsing around and finish your homework. Or you see signs. No horsing around by the pool.
Right. It's about imposing order on that kind of chaotic energy.
Exactly.
Okay, last one. The other cat, idiom. Cat got your tongue.
Ah, yes. This one's a question.
Right. You ask this when someone's quiet.
Unusually quiet, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you expect them to be talking, or maybe they've been asked something and they're just silent.
Like, hello, why aren't you saying anything?
That's the basic message. It prompts them to speak.
What about the tone, though? Is it, like, accusatory, annoyed?
That's a key point. In modern American English, it's almost always used in a lighthearted way. Playful, maybe a little teasing.
Okay, so not meant to be mean.
Generally, no. You're trying to gently coax them into talking, maybe break an awkward silence. You wouldn't usually say it if someone was obviously upset or crying.
That makes sense. The example was Connie after the Rapids ride, right?
Yeah, she'd just done something really intense, probably scary and exciting. Her friends want to hear about it, but she's just quiet, stunned maybe.
And her friend asks, what's the matter? Cat got your tongue.
Right. Not angrily, just kind of nudging her. And that's when Connie finally blurts out she was scared out of her wits.
So the question worked. It broke the silence.
Exactly. It gave her an opening. You might use it like, you seem quiet tonight. Cat got your tongue. Just checking in, basically.
Okay, friendly, informal, makes sense, it's common.
Mm-hmm. Fits right in with the others.
So let's pull this all together. We've looked at 5 idioms, cat out of the bag, straight from the horse's mouth.
For the birds, horse around, and cat got your tongue.
And the big takeaway for, say, professional settings.
Avoid them. All 5 are definitely informal or casual. Keep them for conversation, not for, formal presentations or academic writing.
Right. That's super important context. And the frequency, let's recap that because that tells you where to focus your energy first.
The idea.
The 2 you absolutely need to know, the very common ones, are let the cat out of the bag.
For revealing secrets, usually accidentally.
And straight from the horse's mouth.
For showing you got information from the most direct, reliable source.
Okay, then the next tier, just common, are horse around.
Which is about that rough, undisciplined play, often used as a warning.
And cat got your tongue.
The question you ask when someone's surprisingly quiet.
And finally, the somewhat common one, but still useful for complaining.
For the birds, meaning worthless or uninteresting.
Perfect. So knowing these, especially the very common ones, is like getting a shortcut, right?
Absolutely. Native speakers use these kinds of phrases without even thinking. Understanding them really helps you decode conversations, movies, everything. It bumps up your fluency fast.
Okay, great deep dive. So just to lock them in one more time. Accidentally reveal a secret.
Let the cat out of the bag.
Got info directly from the source.
Straight from the horse's mouth.
Think something's pointless or dull.
For the birds.
Playing roughly or goofing off.
Horsing around.
Someone's unusually silent.
Cat, got your tongue.
Got it. That's a solid set of tools.
Definitely. And now, a little challenge for you listening. Try to use one this week. Maybe find a chance to share some solid info you got directly from someone reliable.
And use straight from the horse's mouth.
Exactly. See how it feels. See if it adds that little bit of weight to what you're saying.
Nice challenge.
Yeah.
And maybe a final thought for people to mull over.
Ooh, okay.
Given that all 5 use animal imagery and all 5 are informal, why is that? Why do animal comparisons seem to work so well for casual, expressive language?
That's interesting. Is there something inherently informal or vivid about using animals and metaphors?
Maybe. Something for you to think about. Does that expressiveness naturally lean away from formal situations?
Worth pondering. Explore that idea.
And hey, as you try these out, don't worry about getting them perfect right away.
Oh, absolutely. Making mistakes is part of it. That's how you learn.
Couldn't agree more.